Willie D Live.
And let's not talk about the high lipids or oils that's in the meat. Then you eating this meat, and then this meat and this oil actually literally coats the surrounding of your cells, or what you'll call the cellular membrane. And then you eating this, and you want to get the glucose from it. And in order for glucose to penetrate the cells, for you to get the energy, for you can get ATP, or what they call adenosine triphosphate, this is what gives you your vitality, and this is how you live your everyday life and live and breathe, is through ATP. Well, once the lipids from the meat coats the cells, you have something called the pancreas. Inside the pancreas, you have a beta cell that produces insulin. It's hard for the insulin to act as a key mechanism to even open up the cell to get the sugar inside the cells, because you can't even open up the cells because the cell is coated with this thick layer of lipids, or what we call protein. So like when you really essentially look at it for what it is, and I'm talking about melanated people. See, everybody want to argue with me about everybody else. I'm not an expert at everybody else, but I'm damn sure an expert when it comes to our molecular structure and biology. I've been studying it for 15 years, in and out, know everything about it. Experiments, schools, laboratory, petri dishes, sampling cells, whether they're live cells or whether they're dead cells, sampling live blood analysis, or waiting a couple of days until they completely dead, looking at it under thermal microscopes, getting the clear quartz, getting different types of glass, bringing it to different types of light, for I can see the different levels of spectrums of these things. And what I've been realizing is that we have been lied to, and so-called African Americans is not made to eat the same diet as Europeans. And that is what's killing us. We're eating the same diet. We're taking the same medicines. We're introducing ourselves into these same climates. And then it's messing us up psychologically because we're following the same gods. We're following the same religion. Everybody is separated for a reason. Not saying that you can't commingle, you can't do business, you can't get to know people as humanity. But when you start living other cultures and it's not your culture, it's very, very detrimental to not only the body, but the mind, the spirit, and the soul. And these are facts.
You ever thought about quitting? With all of this, when you do get this criticism and all the hate and all that type of stuff.
I talk about it, but I be playing. I was built for this, man. Like, to be honest with you, I low key love it. Yeah. I love the hate, and the reason why I love the hate because it motivates me, and then I know if I aggravate you that much, if you seeing a picture of me, with my doctor's degree, if you see a picture of me in my office, in my clinic, and it pisses you off that much, that means you believe me.
That's how I am.
You low key, you really believe what I'm saying. You just not disciplined enough to do it. Yeah. I was the fat guy. I was the fat vegan guy. I just lost weight several months ago. On an all vegan diet, I still was gaining weight. You see what I'm saying? I live eating foods that I'm not supposed to be eating, even though they vegan. Eating for convenience. You see what I'm saying? So like I teach a frugivore diet. See, I'm very transparent. I teach that we are frugivores, which we are biologically, but I don't eat 100% fruit.
What kind of vegan foods we should not eat?
Man, you not stay away from the meat substitute, like the Beyond Meat. Stay away from that. That's owned by Bill Gates. So stay away from things like that. Most of your food, and I'm not vegan. I'm plant-based. I love honey. And I want to make that right too. I don't eat meat. I don't eat dairy. I don't eat bread. I don't eat a lot of grains. I stay away from that. I don't eat a lot of beans as well. But I do eat fruits and I do eat vegetables. I eat chickpeas and stuff like that. But, when we traveling, we on the road and I'm going to these vegan places, we don't know the seed oils that they cooking your stuff in. Mm-hmm. So, for a whole 6 months before I got my chef, me and IB was traveling the world just eating all vegan food. According to what it looks like to the naked eye, it was healthy, but we didn't know if they was cooking this stuff in canola oil, seed oil. We don't know what type of seed oil it was, so I started gaining a bunch of weight. You know what I'm saying? And I held that weight for about a year and a half, 2 years. So I just got rid of all that and got away from all of that, got my own chef. I've been in the gym a lot and working out, and now my body is coming back to what it used to be. But you got to remember, I'm coming from, in 2009, I had a heart attack, man. I was 263 pounds. I'm only 5'6". So I was a big.
You was how big?
This was the range, and I'm not lying. 245 to 260 pounds.
Damn.
Yes, and I'm on 5'6".
Did you have a nickname? They call you Fat Boy?
No, they ain't call me Fat Boy. They actually they call me Lex because my old middle name is Alex, so everybody call me Lex. Lex.
Oh, Lex.
Lex,
okay,
yeah.
I thought you said Licks like getting them licks out there.
No. Was doing that too though.
Yeah.